over to you.
Thank you, Matt. A Bethlehem native who recently moved to Tampa was friends with two of the people killed in the Orlando terror attack. Alana Gilchrist is joining us by phone this morning. Alana, good morning, and my condolences to you.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Haciel.
When and how did you receive the news that your friends were among those who died?
It was actually pretty devastating. Everything came as a surprise. You know, I'm sleeping, and then I wake up to an abundant, just a mass of text messages. I had voicemails. I had about 8 missed calls, and I got up, and everyone was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine. What happened?" And then I checked the news, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And being that I have a lot of friends out in Orlando, and I spend a lot of time out there as well, the first thing I did was grab my phone and reach out to all my loved ones out there. And I'm like, "Are you okay? Were you involved?" And, you know, just to find out that I had 2 friends that were involved in the shooting and they were missing. So it was a rough morning.
I bet. Now,
everyone.
I understand your friend Shane Tomlinson had a way about him that kept you laughing. Talk about the kind of person he was.
Oh, man. I mean, Shane, first off, he just had the heart of gold. And, I mean, everyone that he came in contact with, he touched them. And oh, man, he was an entertainer. He performed, he was part of a group called Frequency Band, where he was the lead vocalist. And I would go, whenever he came to Tampa or out in Orlando, I would go support his shows. And he just keeps everyone laughing. He just puts a smile on your face.
What's the story?
Such a good heart.
What's the story about the cat? He used to send you a picture of a cat?
Okay, so the funny thing with Shane is he's the kind of person, he sees something that's off or he sees something interesting, no matter what it is, he's going to respond with a meme.
Okay.
Very little words, it's going to be a meme. So whenever I would send anything crazy or post a funny picture, he's responding with that cat, just looking at you like, "Girl, stop."
And your other
So
friend,
funny.
yeah, your other friend was Christopher Sanfeliz. What was he like?
Christopher, he was actually from Tampa as well. So I found out about him a little bit later. But Christopher, he was a personal banker, and he was another one, just so friendly, so outgoing. He was so supportive of all of his friends. And I think that's one thing that, you know, that really makes friendships strong. You got to support, you have to be there for your loved ones and your friends. And that's something that Christopher was about.
I
met him a little bit over a year ago, and I met him and we just clicked, and he always stayed in contact with me, and it was awesome.
Did you meet them at Pulse or at other events you were at?
No, actually, I met Shane. I have a cousin in Orlando, Quentin Simmons, and he's one of Shane's best friends. And when I moved out here, I spent a lot of time with Quentin. I didn't really know many people, and through Quentin, I met Shane.
Gotcha.
And we started hanging out all the time. And then I actually met Christopher at one of Shane's performances at Blue Martini in Tampa, Florida. His band was performing live, so I met him there, and we just exchanged numbers and became friends and stayed in contact since then.
So President Obama will be in Orlando today, and I understand you're going?
Yes, he's actually coming to sit with all of the families, which I think is awesome. He's going to sit with all the families and just, you know, be there for them in this time of need. And there's going to be a bunch of events and vigils throughout the city, and you know, everyone is just, I love the fact that everyone is just really coming together for this and just showing their support. It's overwhelming but amazing.
I was just going to ask you, what is the mood there with all these tragedies in Orlando happening back to back?
The mood, I mean, in the beginning, right afterwards, it was just a sad feeling. It was a very, very sad feeling. But with the outpour of love from everyone, I mean, nationwide, and I mean, it's been amazing. The amount of support and the love and the fact that everyone is coming together, you know, for the greater good.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, enjoy Orlando today. Thanks so much for joining us. And next time you're in Bethlehem, we have to do dinner.
Can we please?
Yes.
Can we please? You know, I love to eat, so we will make it happen.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Alana.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.